I'd be amiss not to ask, right? How does it play out, the Hatebreed timeline, and like kind of bring us to where things are, now?
Yeah, so we're pretty much, obviously last year was the 30th anniversary of the band, whatever. So we had big stuff going after that, which all completely amazing. We had a great year. It was like tours, shows were successful, and then we jumped to right now where I'm not in the band anymore. Yeah, so first I want to say and make sure I say this. Everyone knows that you reached out to me before anything had happened with me leaving the band, and we were working on setting a date, and you had no idea any of this was going on. I had to actually reschedule a few times, and I was like, man, I can't tell this dude what's going on because it's not even like public yet, and so I'm like, fuck. And I really wanted to do your show. It was hard for me, but I'm glad. I just want to say that you did not search me out afterwards, trying to be that guy. You know what I mean? And this happened organic, and
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, and
well, I'm not that guy. I'm really not. And like your career and you as a friend and the whole bit, is what it's about. It's not about, oh, we got, let's track him down for this. I don't do that kind of a show anyway.
Good. So, good. Don't ever do that, because you just gotta be real to yourself. Yeah. So I kind of gotta step around the exit of the band. So it was completely unexpected. We had just celebrated 30 years. It was awesome, successful tour. Left on like a high note. We did great stuff, and like I said before, publicly, it was not my decision to leave the band. Someone saw an opportunity to get me out of the picture, and that's where I am now. Everything went really well that year, but there was stuff going on behind the scenes, and it became a chore, to get in touch with anyone, and I was the middleman, basically, for band members and crew members, and that became a chore for me, and I had started asking a lot of questions, and it became problematic. I became a problem within the whole mix, and we're trying to work it out. There's attorneys involved now, and I spent a lot of time having to deal with that and all the details of that, and I've gone back and forth. Obviously, something like that happens, you're upset. You go through all these crazy emotions. You know what I mean? Like 30 years into something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to shit on the legacy of what I did. And I could be that guy. Come on here. I could talk all kinds of shit, but I don't want it. It's would me a year from now want to be doing that, and I just don't want to be that guy. We made good music. We had great times together. Things changed. Dynamics changed.
Sure.
Things like that. And, you're in a band. You understand that. So.
Well, but I got to say, I'm in a band, but you were in a band for 30 years. And, I mean, that's pretty incredible. I mean, I'm in a band now with a couple, but you were a founding member of a band, for 30 years, and you were a huge integral part of the band, so it's the same but different. I mean, you were one of the pioneers of that band and putting that band and that genre on the map. So yeah, it's
I appreciate that. Yeah.
It's the truth, man. It's the truth. What you did, and what Hatebreed did. I mean, you guys opened the door for a lot of other people. You guys always checked for other people, and we love you for that.
Thank you. I'm more than honored to have the opportunity and support, and to be able to do that. And it was always, it's hard to be away from your family. Everyone, when you're touring, everyone understands that.
Yeah.
And the feedback from people when you play, like, someone, you inspire them, you touch their life, you know what I mean? You have a positive, lasting impact on someone. That always kept me in the game. And, like when shit wasn't going right in the band and whatnot, you look at that, man, that's the realest shit you could possibly get, Like, people will come up to us all the time and be like, man, I was ready to kill myself.
Sure.
And your music changed me. Like, how do you respond to that? It's like,
it's heavy.
Yeah, it's just real deep shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping for the best. Hopefully we'll be able to sort this out. I don't want us to go down some shitty road. We've all seen bands do that. So hopefully it could end on decent terms and be able to move ahead. Like, my time is done with Hatebreed.
Thanks for answering that, because I was going to say, is there any kind of chance that maybe things will get sorted out?
No, it's done. It's done, and it's just like my family comes first.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I can't go back to that. And but I do. There's a legacy. It's like, but I can't. With all the time that I haven't been in the bands now, it's weird to say, but people know me from that, man. Everywhere I go, you can't shake that kind of shit. The identity is still there, so it's good. It's heavy. It's hard to talk about too, But here we are. Not like you said, like new doors open,
Yeah, and I think that it's, you did mention, like, when these things kind of happen. This, just speaking for myself, whenever there's some sort of event, I've learned it's never good to react in the moment. It's like when you react in the moment, it's purely emotional. And I've learned, and I don't always exercise this, that I'll sleep. My thing now is, in the face of a disaster nowadays, my attitude is, let me go to sleep. Let me sleep on it. Let me get a few hours of sleep. And then, even in the face of a major disaster, I'll be like, and I'll wake up fresh. And I really try not to react in the moment at this stage of my life. And like you said, I think that, like, now that sort of the initial situation is worn off, and you could take a deep breath, you could sort your thoughts out a little bit better.
Yeah. And also you got to remember, like, for 30 years, maybe not 30 consistently, but since 97, man, I've been going. You're in the mix, right? You're in this, this giant machine that's just going and running, and to actually, first time like 25 years to like step back. Besides COVID was also a wild time to step back and all that stuff.
Sure.
But to actually be out of it, the whole outlook, a different outlook on life, is kind of crazy, and I never pictured myself to be, in the position I am now. But we're here, right? Like, life goes on, and that's the most realest thing I could ever say to anyone,
It absolutely does, man. And there's a lot of great stuff down the road for you and for me and for everybody. And you have a lot of great stuff going on. You're an entrepreneur. You have multiple businesses. You have a great family, and you're still you're going to do music stuff. Is it safe to ask, like, as far as the future goes, are you thinking about any music stuff, or are you just sort of like taking it easy right now?
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy when that happened. You know, a lot of people hit me up from other bands, you know, like big bands, touring bands, friends I've had. I'm not going to name everyone. I respect their privacy and all that. And but so much love to everyone that reached out to me. But that aside, my great friend Scott Vogel hits me up one day, and he's like, "Let's do a band." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" Because I'm not even looking for anything really, you know. Like all this shit just happened, and I'm kind of sorting it out. And Scott's like, "Yeah, you get Sean Martin, Ex-Hatebreed guitar player, and he's gonna get Jamie Pushbutton that played on Satisfaction." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here! This is fucking crazy." So he hits up Jamie Pushbutton, and I hit up Sean, and yeah, so we got that's one of my new projects that's in the works, and I skipped this week, but I go to Sean Martin's house every Friday, man. We're fucking working on music, and it's crazy, man. It's like the door opened. We've never been there, so I can't wait to jam with these dudes and get us all in a room and do that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm thrilled to announce that and to let everybody know.
Yeah, that's great. We knew you weren't gonna stand idle, bro. We knew that wasn't gonna happen. You know?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying.
Well, that's kind of when it happens, right?
Yeah, shit just falls in your lap. And I also
go ahead.
I also got another project in the works. Carl from Earth Crisis and my buddy Anders from McConaughey. I think he did some stuff with Jorge. I'm going to be jamming with those dudes. So they have like music written that's already done. I'm going to play bass on it. But look forward to doing that too. So I have multiple projects in the works right now. So fucking through. It's awesome to write new shit, still be able to jam with friends. Me and Dave Russo talked about jamming together, doing something. So there's a lot of music and great musicians and friends here in Connecticut that I have that I'll reach out, want to jam. It's fucking let's go, let's do this, you know.
The vibrant musical scene known as Connecticut. It's awesome. It's so fucking awesome.
Fucking small here. It's so small, but we got it all, you know.
Yeah. People aren't afraid to travel, you know. Yeah,
no, definitely not.
Yeah, and Josh Hurst says we got to add that to the back of the trading card, you know.
Yeah, she does now.